One down. Darren J will hit next.
Darren J.
Rip to snagged on a bounce. Throw to first, and oh no, it's out of play. Just a terrible throw there. Runner at second, one away. Stepping to the plate for Birmingham, Jacob Gonzalez. Acuna checks the runner, dives back, and out. Gonzalez, 23 years old, usually a second baseman, but today starting at shortstop. One out and the base is empty. In the air to the right, Hendrick coming on this one and makes the catch. Here's the third baseman, Darren J. Nobody out and a runner at first. Pitcher will want to keep this on the ground for the double play. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. Late on that fastball, down 0-2, and now you have to shorten up and just find a way to put it in play. Maybe gonna have to fight one or two off. Fly ball, right field. Hendrick moving under this one. There's one down. One out, and the potential go-ahead run is at second. Hard ground ball, base hit. Runner around third. Runner scores and they take the lead. Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. Hard ground balls like that are really tough to make a play on. I know when I was playing second base in JV baseball back in the day, I had no interest in charging grounders like that one. He swings and fouls one off. 0-1 now. Check swing. Did the bat break the plane? Yes, it's a strike. Struck out swinging. Lead off. Trying to eke out at least one run and send this ball game to extras. Grounder to third. Lewis on to first. Ball game. I think he may find a way to get some extra cage time after this one. He may feel like he didn't do enough to lift them. Darren J will hit next.
Here we go. Need you right here.
Jay, starting at third, hitting second in the lineup, and he's a native of Great Britain. The pitch. Comes up empty, chasing that one in the dirt. 2 strikes now after he swung too early on that last one, so he may need to shorten up and focus on getting good pitch recognition before deciding to swing at anything. Swing and a miss, that's a K. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Now batting.
Runner at first, nobody
baseman,
out.
Darren Jay.
Hey, need you right now. Here we go.
Gives up the walk, and now the first pitch to this hitter way off the mark. Right side, into the outfield, base hit. Lead runner holds up there at first and second with nobody out. So
Now
digging
batting,
in, Jacob
shortstop,
Gonzalez.
Jacob Gonzalez.
Hey, no one better now.
And now the 3-0 pitch. And they're all loaded up. 4-pitch walk there. Good discipline by the batter of making him come into the strike zone. Coming up to the dish for Birmingham, Ryan Galaney.
Drop him in.
This one to right. Hendrick gets under it. Here comes the throw. Not in time. Safe at home. We're tied at 1. Nice team-first approach on that sacrifice fly. Good attitude for any minor leaguer to emulate.
The batter, number
1
7.
out and 2
Second
on.
baseman,
The second baseman
Perez.
digs in now.
Perez.
0-2, here's the pitch. Goes down on strikes, and he knew he should have offered it that one. Digging in for the Barons, Samuel Zavala.
Clutch up now.
Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Now a flare off the bat. Great effort on the leaping grab. Runner at second, 2 down. 1 for 2. Hendrick towards the line. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. Oh and 1, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, that one in the dirt. Great pitch to get a swing like that. 2 outs and a runner in scoring position. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And again on 0-2. And a ground ball to first.
Get him.
Takes it to the bag alone. And that ends the inning. They pick up a run on 2 hits. 1 away and a runner at first. Stepping to the plate for Chattanooga, Austin Hendrick. 1-2 now. On the ground to third. Jay. There's one.
He's out.
Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. So up next, Darren Jay. 1 for 3. Cut on and missed. 0-1. Well, the rain's still a factor here, and the umpires may have their hand forced sooner than later. At a certain point, it becomes a question of player safety. And that's that. We're headed to the 8th. The Lookouts on top, 5-2. 1 away and a runner at first. Here's the third baseman, Darren Jay. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1. He must have been sitting on something off speed. That was a very hittable off-speed pitch. He usually punishes those, but for whatever reason, he was a bit late on that swing. Got him. They are down to their final out. Might be time to get in an extra session or 2 in the batting cage. He can do much better than this, and they need that from him. One down. And now at the plate, Darren J.
Darren J.
Fouled off. He was late. Jay, starting at third, 22 years old, and he was a second-round pick in 2025. That one in the air to center field. Sasaki coming on this one. Gets there. Got it. Runner at first.
Now batting,
Darren J. Now at the plate.
Darren J.
Just
That's out.
missed. That one
That's ball two.
close. Ruled a ball. That looked like a strike to me, as we'll get a challenge. Connor leading off first with 2 away. And there's a ball. This out to center. Sasaki moving in on this one. It spills out of the glove. Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. And out.
Yeah,
Tried
on
to
the tag.
score
Yeah.
on the misplay. First and second with 1 away. Digging in for the lookouts, Yerlin Confidant. And the right-hander deals. And a sac bunt here. Jay on the run. Throw to first.
He's out.
Nicely done for the out. Coming up to the dish for Birmingham, Darren J.
Hey, right guy, no better up there.
The lookouts up by 4. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Swings through the fastball up in the zone. With a double play situation here, it's unusual that he's working up in the zone. Next pitch will probably be lower. That's
Ball
off
one.
the mark. And the count 1-2. What a take with 2 strikes. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Got him. 1 gone. And now the right fielder, Yerlin Confidant. Ground ball to third base. Jay. And
Safe, he's in.
Safe. That's why coaches
Now
at
batting.
every level down to T-ball preach good hustle out of the batter's box, no matter how well you hit the ball. That wasn't good contact, but he put his head down and ran hard, and that's what got him the knock. Jay now at the plate and swings through strike 1. That's an outstanding splitter he features. When he tunnels it with his fastball like that, it puts batters in conflict, and that gives the edge to the pitcher. Oh, 0-2, and the delivery. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And that's 1
Now
away. The
batting.
leadoff hitter retired in the 8th. Certainly a frustrating game at the plate. I think he'd be the first to tell you he's capable of better. The loss is just the rotten cherry on top. So up next, Darren J. Not getting the desired results at the plate recently. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games. Hayden, 23 years old, and he was drafted in the 8th round in 2024. Hard hit left side. Out.
Out.
1 gone and a runner on at first. And now the center fielder, Yerlin Confidan. On the ground to third. 1 at second. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. Digging in for the Barons, Darren J. Grounded out to short the first time up. Right side.
Hard 90, hard 90, hard 90.
Steps on first for the out. No outs.
Now
runner at first. Darren J. Getting ready to hit.
J.
That's in there for strike 1.
Ain't no one better right here.
A swing and a miss. And that's outside. Swings through it for the K. Throw over to first, but he wasn't going anywhere. And now, Darren J. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Cut on and missed. 0-1. That's to third. Lewis gets it to first. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. 1 away and a runner at first. Coming up to the dish for Birmingham, Darren J.
That's a ball.
That one not close. Now 2 balls and a strike. The Barons with the tying run at the dish. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 2. And that one is inside. Keep your eye on that runner at first on 3 and 2. He could be going, and he's more than capable of stealing second. Got the strikeout. Only 1 out remaining. That wasn't an overpowering fastball, just low 90s, but he found it. I think he may find a way to get some extra cage time after this one. He may feel like he didn't do enough to lift them. Darren J. digs in now. Hitless yesterday as they only pushed across 1 run. On the ground, right side, Patelli.
Come on.
And they get the out. 1 out and a runner at second. Next to bat for the Lookouts, Connor Burns. Here's the 2-2. And that's a fair ball. Coming around third. Crosses the plate. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double. What a great swing there. He really put a lot into that base hit. Right down the line, didn't overdo it, and kept it fair for a knock. Jay at the plate now and chases after that one. Both the pitcher and catcher have noticed how aggressive these hitters have been early in the count. Might see if they can get them to chase. And that one is in the dirt. That's a clear overthrow by the pitcher. He's not trying to be that far outside the zone on 0-2. And the 1-2. Just missed. Well, he got to the 2-strike count early, but the batter stayed patient and he didn't chase low and out of the zone. Pitcher might have to try something else to get him. On the ground to third, Graham. Over to first. Leadoff batter retired in the 4th. No outs, runner at first. Darren J. now at the plate. Inside, almost got the hitter. Textbook pitching. Slowed him down with the curve, then blew the fastball by him after he adjusted to the lower velo. Great work. Runner on the go. And the count 1-2. Kicks and delivers. Got him swinging. Hey fans, remember that when either team strikes out 10 times in the game, Big Kale Soda will send every fan in attendance home with a 6-pack of the healthiest soda out there. Jay stepping in with a chance to be the hero.
Hey, need you right now. Let's go, kid.
This one is labeled. It's back. Up against the wall and brings it in. Runner tags and will move up to third.
Now batting.
Might be time to get in an extra session or two in the batting cage. He can do much better than this, and they need that from him.